My friend Alan over at SR3D sent me this binaural microphone, which I'm using to record this voiceover. And today, I'm not exactly going to review this as a product, but I am going to critique the technique of binaural recording in general. And I have a feeling that you already know this, but just in case you don't, what this is basically just two microphones. Each microphone is embedded in one of these silicone rubber ears. And recordings made with this microphone are intended to be listened to with headphones. That way each one of your ears hears exactly what it would have heard had it been in that space at the time the recording was made. In particular, sounds coming from different directions will sound different because of your ear. For instance, a sound that came from this direction is blocked a little bit by this part of your ear, and consequently it will sound a little bit different than a sound that came from this direction, which was not blocked by that part of your ear. And this is in contrast to, say, a regular cardioid microphone, which has this rotational symmetry to it, so that sounds that came from this direction will be indistinguishable from sounds that came from this direction. So the first thing I wanted to do is just compare this binaural microphone to regular stereo microphones. So I set up this abomination. Of course, I've got the binaural mic on a tripod, and on top of that, I have just two regular microphones. I guess you'd call this a coincident stereo pair. And that's on top of a Zoom recorder. And then I have my camera on top of that, and I'm gonna fly my drone in a circle around this setup so we can hear what that sounds like. So first you'll hear the regular microphones, the coincident stereo pair, and after that you'll hear the binaural recording. Yeah, so the binaural microphone definitely has a much nicer, wider stereo image when I really close my eyes and listen to the coincident stereo microphone. I'm not sure I even really ever hear it going to my right. It kind of just sounds like it's hovering kind of in the center and on the left. Whereas with the binaural recording, I definitely hear the drone moving far left and far right. However, if I really close my eyes and listen to it, I'm not sure that I can really precisely locate the drone just by listening. If anything, it sounds like it's always kind of a little bit behind my head, moving left and right like this. So for example, listen to this and see if you can tell where the drone is. But to be fair, even when I listen to the drone with my natural ears in real life in the space, it's still surprisingly difficult to tell where the drone is. It's more diffuse than you might expect. And I think that has to do with the acoustics of the room that I'm in. By the way, if you want to know more about this kind of inertial joystick I'm using to control the drone, let me know. I was thinking about making a separate video about that. So then I wanted to take this mic outside to get kind of away from the room acoustics. So I took it down by the river, and at some point I'll kind of pan around left and right so you can see what it sounds like when the scene is moving around. So most of the sound there was coming from that little waterfall that was just upstream. So far, all the sounds that I've played for you have been relatively loud, kind of single sound sources. So now I want to try recording a more kind of complex scene that has more things going on. So I hiked up into the mountains and I went way off the path up into this little canyon far away from any human sounds. And I went there really early in the morning. So I'm going to play a little bit of that for you. So what really strikes me about that recording is just how much depth there is. The main sound sources are birds, crickets, bees, and bushes rustling in the wind, and some of that is close by and some of it's further away. And when I listen to that, I really get a sense of that distance, things happening close and things happening far away. Anyway, so I said I wasn't going to critique this microphone as a product, but what I will say is that if you're thinking about buying one, you're not going to be disappointed. I've had a lot of fun going out and playing around with this, and I can definitely see myself continuing to use it, even if I don't necessarily expect people to be listening with headphones. It just makes such a nice kind of wide stereo image that I could see myself grabbing for this mic kind of any time I plan on making a stereo recording. So anyway, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about that for now. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned because I've been working on some really nice videos for this channel. I've been doing a deep dive into Aeolian harps, and if you're into that kind of thing, you will not be disappointed. So subscribe if you haven't already, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye!